Hey Avon representatives, it's Emily Seagren. Welcome to our very first Makeup Marketing Online virtual training class. Tonight I am going to cover how to post the Avon brochure online. Many of you already know a lot about me, but if you don't, I just want to go over my history, my Avon story. I started in 2008, so I've been selling for about 7 years, and I live in Rockford, Illinois with my husband and 2 small children. I have an 8- and a 4-year-old and a boy and a girl, so I lucked out there. This year I was awarded the Avon Woman of Enterprise Award, which I am very excited about. I own a licensed Avon Beauty Center, and I sell at the President's Council level. I am currently an executive unit leader, and my strong point are my online marketing skills. So that is why many of you signed up to take these classes, to learn more from me, and I hope to really give you some skills that you can implement into your Avon businesses. So this year, my online sales so far are almost 25,000. It is June 2nd. So we're just beginning the 6th month of the year. If we continue out and I average 5,000 per month, which I have been doing, I will end up at about 60,000 in online sales for the year. I also do recruiting online, so I talk about the Avon opportunity a lot on social media and in my blog posts. And so far this year, I have 118 first-gen online appointments, which comes out to an average of 24 per month. So if I continue at that rate, I am looking at about 300 new online appointments this year. Now that's not getting them to start and place orders and be successful, but it's still a lot of appointments and new representatives to work with. My goal with Makeup Marketing Online, as I mentioned, is to teach as many reps as possible how to build an online business and be successful in online sales, online marketing, and also leadership. So this course is one of 5 that I have created for June, and they are all based on social media and online marketing with your Avon business. June 8th, we have how to sell more Avon using Facebook. June 15th, we have how to start an Avon blog. June 22nd, we have tracking your Avon stats. And then on June 29th, we have all about Pinterest for your Avon business. Each course is $5, or if you did sign up for the month, I cut you a little break and it's $20. You can go and register for the remaining 4 by going to any of the invites I sent out, purchasing the all 5 option, and then putting in code all 5 to get the rest of the courses at a $15 upgrade cost. Okay, so for today's agenda, we are going to cover where to go on youravon.com to find your key campaign dates. If you are not already aware, our e-store switches over to a new campaign on a different date than we do traditionally with our face-to-face customers. I'm going to go through step-by-step instructions for posting the brochure on your e-store. I'm going to show you how to share the Avon catalog on a Facebook status update. And I'm also going to show you how to use a program called WooBox to connect your e-store to Facebook and be able to show the Avon catalog in a tab on your Facebook page. And finally, I'm going to show you how to post the Avon brochure on Pinterest so that when customers find your pin, it clicks through to your individual e-store. We'll go through about a half hour of question and answers. So get out your pen and paper and start taking notes. I will be giving a recorded copy of this training to everyone who registered for the class. So you can either go through and take notes, or you can pause as you go along and do the steps with me. So just a little bit about the Avon brochure as far as social media goes. When you think about Avon, the catalog is one of the first things that comes to your mind. So it's a very familiar image that people have seen for over 100 years. So you really want to focus your posts and your status updates around the Avon catalog and make sure that you are on the top of your customers' minds. So, you know, even if you know, you show a certain brochure and that's not what they wanted to order, it will remind them, oh yeah, I wanted to buy some Avon this campaign. So they'll reach out and contact you, hopefully. So it's not necessarily all about what you post, but just being out there consistently posting and reminding your customers that you're there for them. So everything revolves around these campaign dates. We have 26 campaigns in a year, and depending on where you live, you're on a different schedule. So you want to definitely go by your own campaign schedule and let your customers know when a new campaign starts, when it ends, and about all the new products and great sales in the brochure. So customers get excited about a new campaign coming out. They get excited about Avon new products. We all love our sales. And now there's a fourth element that customers get excited about, and that is the online discount code. So you definitely want to be up to date on Avon's coupon codes so that you can share them with your customers. Like I mentioned, you want to emphasize the start and end dates and create a sense of urgency. So you could do that by going out on social media or writing a blog post the day that your website switches over, saying, you know, campaign 14 sales start today. Don't miss out. Or even on the last day, you want to say, you know, last chance to shop campaign 14. It gives them a sense of urgency to place that order that they've been thinking about placing with you. You also want to post different types of posts. So no matter what social media site you're on, you can usually post a link, an image, or just a plain update. So you want to rotate the types of posts that you choose. Some are going to get more views than others, so you want a mixture. You want to post often, so you want to post consistently 1 to 3 times a day if you can. You can set up automated posts so that you don't just have to sit on your computer all week long, making sure that you post consistently. And we'll get into that in a different training. But make sure you post often, because social media is not going to show your posts to everyone that you're friends with or everyone that's following you. So you want to post a lot, because some of those posts are going to get hidden, and the same people aren't always going to see the same posts. So also post to different audience types. So you have your customers that you're looking for, you have your existing customers, you have potential new team members, and then you have people that might be looking for industry information. So that would be like giving people beauty tips, or you know, talking about skincare, educating people about fragrance, anything that has to do with our industry. And then you could also create posts, videos, social media updates to help other Avon representatives. So now we are going to get into the next section, and that is going to be how to find your key campaign dates on your Avon.com. Welcome to the first section of how to post the Avon brochure online. In this segment, I will cover your key campaign dates and how you find out what schedule your Avon e-store is on. So we are looking at the home page of youravon.com when we log in, and I am going to go ahead and click on the My Account button right up here at the top. On the left-hand side, under My Account, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and click on Key Campaign Dates. Now you can see there's some different dates here. I am RPS 6, so it should automatically pull up the schedule for your representative processing schedule. I am on 6, so it is telling me that my e-store is going to be on campaign 13 from May 30th, and this does say June 12th, but I know from experience that it is actually going to end on June 11th. When I wake up the morning of the 12th, my website will be on campaign 14. So you can see here, campaign 14, my e-store will be on it from June 12th to June 26th. So I can see here, so it would actually be June 12th right here to the 25th because they do include it the one day that it switches over twice. So I know that it switches over on Thursday night. So when I wake up Friday morning, that's when my website will be switched over to the new campaign. So then you can kind of look at your calendar and say, okay, my website is going to update every other Friday. So I definitely put that as one of my key dates in my planner. I like to keep track of when my e-store switches over because there's a few things that I do every time my e-store switches to a brand new campaign. If you want to find what schedule one of your downline members is on, you can use this drop-down menu and choose a different representative processing schedule. So if we were to look at RPS 8, I would see that they switch over on Tuesdays. Their e-store is going to be on campaign 13 from June 2nd to June 15th. On the 16th, they are going to switch over to campaign 14. So it will then run from the 16th to the 29th, and on the 30th, campaign 15 will start. So I hope you found that helpful. It's very important to know which day your e-store switches over. And keep in mind that if you do want to post the brochure on your e-store, this is something you're going to have to update every 2 weeks when your e-store switches over. Avon automatically updates the brochure within your e-store, but if you want the brochure to show on the front page of your e-store, which I'm going to show you in the next section, you do need to be committed to updating this every other week when your e-store switches to a new campaign. I hope you found this helpful, and I will talk to you in the next section. Thank you. Hey Avon representatives, it's Emily Seagren. I am here with the second segment of how to post the Avon brochure online. And in this segment, I am going to cover how to put a picture of the Avon brochure on the front of your e-store so that visitors can come and visit your website and click through to the brochure. So first of all, we want to go to my Makeup Marketing Online website. And that is just www.makeupmarketingonline.com. And if you come up here in the search bar at the top right, you can put how to post Avon campaign 13 brochure. So post whichever campaign you're looking for. I do only post these right before the campaign starts. So I try to have them ready by the time RPS 1 switches over to the next campaign. And you can print out these instructions so that you can follow me step by step. I would recommend doing that. We are going to work in 2 different tabs in our browser here, but it definitely helps to have it in front of you on paper. So I'm going to go very slow, and I recommend that you hit pause in between steps so that you can catch up and walk through the steps with me. So number 1 is to log into youravon.com, and I say the tip is when making changes to your Avon website, you may want to use Internet Explorer. Youravon.com seems to be most compatible with Internet Explorer. So after you have already found the article on how to post the Avon brochure for the current campaign on my Makeup Marketing Online website, we want to log into youravon.com. So I'm going to come up here at the top and say New Tab. And I'm going to go to youravon.com and log in. So go ahead and pause now and get caught up with me with the post the brochure article, as well as logged into youravon.com on a different tab. Number 2, click on the Web Office tab on the main toolbar, the 3rd tab from the left. So hopefully you all are very familiar with where the Web Office is. If you click there and then come over to eStore on the far right, you want to select Edit eStore. So number 3 is under eStore, click on Edit eStore. And go ahead and pause until you get into the eStore editing screen. Step 4, click on the pencil icon in the top right of the main box. It's the largest frame on the top left. So here you'll see the main box that I'm talking about, and here's the little edit icon. So go ahead and click on the edit button. And if this is your first time customizing the home page of your eStore, chances are it'll probably already be on this pitch ad. So in order to customize your message, you do want to choose Personal Message. And your screen is probably empty or pre-filled with something Avon has put in there. So let's go on to number 6, and that is to select the Edit Source option on the top right side of the toolbar. And it's the button on the far right that says Source. So we're going to click on that. And if you have something in your window there, go ahead and delete it all. And now comes the tricky part for number 7. This is where a lot of people get lost. So I'm going to go very slow, and I'm going to go over my instructions a couple times. So make sure you have your Edit HTML box open and you're ready to paste data in there. So you have a blank screen in there. If you could just pause the video and go ahead and catch up so that you have a blank HTML screen. So now we're going to go back over to our instructions. And we're going to scroll all the way down to number 7. Number 7 is copy the data in the box below by highlighting all of it with your mouse. Right-click and select Copy. So in order to do that, you want to click on the mouse and scroll down to highlight everything that is in that box. And then you want to put your cursor over the highlighted material and right click. And then you want to select copy. So if you think you understand it, go ahead and pause it and copy the data there. Again, if you put your cursor in the box under number 7, highlight all of the material, put your cursor over the highlighted material, right click and select copy. And now I'm going to come back over to the other tab where we have the HTML box waiting. Click in the HTML box if your cursor is not there, and right click and select paste. Okay. Now before you click that source button, we're going to go through number 9. Number 9, the next step is to edit the account number after rep ID equals, where I have highlighted in blue. So that's only on the picture. There's nothing highlighted on your screen. And replace my rep ID number with yours. Your rep ID number is your Avon account number. This will allow your customers to click on the front of the brochure cover to shop the online brochure on your Avon website. So move your cursor all the way to the top by using the up arrow button, and look for where it says rep ID equals. So you should see href and then this whole address here, and then at the end of it, it should say rep ID equals 7468969. You want to delete those numbers, and those numbers only. You want to leave the quotation marks right there. So after you have deleted my account number, you would put your Avon account number in there. So let's just make up an account, 546523890. Okay, so my account number starts with a 0. That's why it's a little bit shorter. You do not have to put the 0 in there if yours does as well. So again, after rep ID equals, you want to delete my account number and put your account number in there. Okay. Now number 10, the final step is to click on the Edit Source button again. Edit the text that I put in as sample text, give your screen a label name, and click Save. So let's click on Source up here. And we see our brochure is showing there, so that's definitely a good thing. You can replace the title I have there with a title of your own. And then you want to customize your message in here. So some important things that you might want to say are the dates they can shop the catalog on your website. And hopefully you learned in the last video how to figure out which dates your website is on a certain campaign. You may want to include a current coupon code. So I know that Avon FB75 is good for 20% off $75 orders. I do have another free video out there on how you can find Avon's coupon codes, so definitely look that one up. And then of course you want to put on there how to sign up on your team. Okay, so then we would give that a name. And we would click Save. Now if we come look at my e-store as a customer would, you can see that when they click on the brochure, it takes them inside my e-store and they can browse the e-brochure. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, you may find it easiest to print out the directions as well as pause it in between sections so that you can catch up and work through it with me. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the training. Have a great day. Welcome to the third segment of how to post the Avon brochure online. And in this segment, I'm going to show you how to post the Avon brochure in a Facebook status update so that they can click on it and they can shop directly with you. So what I want to do is have you go to your own website. So if you haven't noticed by now, the youravon.com/eSeagren address is just a redirect to this other static link here. So whenever I'm posting my link online, I always use this format because that is the static web address that never changes. Again, if you see youravon.com, you see what happens, it is just a redirect. So I use that one on paper because it is easier for people to type in. So again, I use this version when I'm posting my link online. I use the youravon.com version when I'm posting it on paper. Okay, so let's take a look at my eStore. If you don't have this little widget here displayed on your front page, I would highly recommend it. It tells your customers that they get free shipping with a $40 order, and it also gives them 3 different ways to shop your website. So they can shop your eStore, they can shop your eBrochure, or they can do a quick item entry. And I'll show you all 3 options just because I think it's neat how a customer can shop your website 3 different ways. So the first way is to shop my eStore. So this is probably how the majority of people are going to shop, by coming inside the eStore and selecting the category that they want to shop from. To get back to that home page, I just go right over my name up top and say visit my website. And the second option, I'm going to save shop my brochure for last because that's what we're going to use for Facebook. I'm going to show you the quick item entry, which is kind of a neat feature that I think a lot of people might not even know about. So customers can come in here and back order from the previous 2 campaigns just like we can on youravon.com. So if you have a customer, say Sally wanted the makeup remover when it was the eye makeup remover when it was 99 cents, but let's say it's not 99 cents in campaign 13 and it was in campaign 12, well, Sally can come in here on your website and still get that campaign 12 price. So it's not something you necessarily want to tell everyone about because you don't want them always just shopping around for the lowest price. But it is a neat feature if someone's hesitant on buying something because it's not on sale and it previously was. Okay, so let's go back to that home page again. And I'm going to click on Shop My Brochure. Now here's something that's really important to know. If you're going to copy your links from the toolbar here, you want to make sure that rep ID equals is somewhere in that address. What that's going to do is it's going to attach a cookie to that link and make sure that the customer is shopping with you. So you'll notice that the rep ID is actually your Avon account number. So highlighting from my account number back to the front of the web address here, I want to copy that. So I'm going to right click and select copy. Now I'm going to open a new tab, and you can do this in almost all of your browsers. So you can do that in Internet Explorer. I'm in Google Chrome right now. So I like to work in multiple tabs so that I can flip back and forth. I can copy and paste, and it really just saves me a step and some time. So let's go into my Avon page here. And in the next session, next week's training, we are going to go over how to set up a Facebook page, how to set up a group. I really think it's important to have both a page and a group, and I'll tell you why in next week's training. So we copied our address up there. We're going to come into our status box here and right-click and select Paste. Okay, so that brought up the link. You can go in and edit what it says at the top here. So if you want to put something more descriptive, like Avon Campaign 13 in there, and then you might want to put something more catchy down in the description here. So how about Shop Avon Campaign 13 Sales, because everyone loves sales. And I'm going to say online, because my customers shop the dates a little bit differently than it does online. So we'll put in here, shop Avon Campaign 13 sales online from May 30th to June 11th. And you can also replace this image here. So that's kind of an odd thing it's pulling up there. So you might want to put the picture of the brochure in there. So how you can do that is by going to makeupmarketingonline.com, click on the Avon Brochure tab up at the top. And then if you scroll down, I have all of the 2015 brochures that are available online showing already. So let's save. Actually, I'm going to click on it first. So I just clicked on the image to pull up the brochure, and I right-click and say Save Image As. Make sure you save it to a folder where you'll be able to find it easily. So I already have it saved there. I'm just going to save over. Okay, so now I have an image of the front of the brochure saved to my computer. So what I can do is click on Upload Image here, and I'm going to go back and find that folder that I saved it to. And voila, you have the picture of the Avon Campaign 13 brochure. You select Publish, and that allows them to click through either on the link, or it allows them to click through on the picture. So like I said, just remember that you have your rep ID in there so that it does not go to the generic Avon.com website. You definitely want to be pointing people on social media directly to your eRep store. So I hope you found this helpful, and I will talk to you in section 4. Hey Avon representatives, welcome to section 4 of how to post the Avon brochure online. So in session 3, I showed you how to post a link and an image of the brochure so that people can click right through to your e-brochure. And now I want to show you another option for Facebook. And that's these apps that I have on my page here, where someone can click through right to the Avon catalog. So that one goes to the e-brochure right on my web page, even though they're still staying inside of Facebook. I also have this option where they can sign up to sell Avon. So that one actually takes them to the appointment page. Give it a minute to load here. If they click on sign up now, it has my reference code pre-filled, so that's pretty cool. I definitely recommend always putting that link that pre-fills the reference code so that someone does not misspell it or forget to put it in altogether. So now I want to show you how I created those tabs. And the application that I use is at woobox.com. So it's woobox.com. And I use it as a free service. So you can definitely sign up to get started for free. I'm going to log in since I'm already a member. And I'm going to show you how to create those apps. So there's all kinds of cool things that you can do with WooBox. I've tried sweepstakes before to get people's email addresses. It just all depends. You know, some things work for some people and some things don't work for people. So I found that I wasn't getting many valuable customer contact information. I wasn't getting very much there, so I decided to stop doing the sweepstakes, but I do still use WooBox for the static tabs. So if you go up to the top here, to the right of promotions is static tabs, and you'll see those tabs that I had there. And I actually have a couple more, so I have my YouTube and my Pinterest account connected. So that also allows them to pull it down here, and you can choose the order that you want them to show. And I just want to show you what it does for Pinterest, if it will pull up for me. I don't know why sometimes this doesn't work the best. Maybe it got mixed up when it switched over. Okay, yeah, so it switched back over to me. Let me see if it works now. Okay, so now you can see all of my Pinterest boards. So that's kind of cool. It integrates Pinterest and YouTube right inside of Facebook. Okay, so let me show you how I created the shop Avon catalog, and sell Avon. So we create a new tab, and I want to create an HTML Fangate tab. Now I'm going to come up here and select a new tab in my browser so that I can go to my Avon e-store. Whenever you're posting links, I always recommend copying and pasting to eliminate any chance of error. So let's just say we want to create a tab for people to sign up on my team, because I think that's a cool feature. So we come up here, and next to page source, we want to select URL. Okay, so back over to our e-store. And just as a side note, there's 3 widgets I highly recommend you have displayed on your front page. One is the e-newsletter sign up. That collects people's email address if they're not yet ready to make a purchase, but then they get your automated emails, because I know you all have that turned on. The other one is the Believe in Your Business widget, and that is where I get my pre-filled appointment page. And then this widget shows your customers the 3 different ways to shop your e-store. So let's just right-click on top of the Believe in Your Business widget and say Copy Link Address. And that might differ a little bit depending on which browser you're in. So in Internet Explorer, it might say like copy link or copy URL. So find the option that copies the link address. So I put my mouse over there, I right-clicked, and I selected copy link address. And then I come over here, and I'm going to put my cursor in the box for enter a URL. And I'm going to right-click and select paste. So I'm going to save those settings. And then I'm going to come over here to tab settings, and this is where you can customize the name of the tab, and you can change the image. So let's just say save settings. Oops, I don't know why it didn't take that picture. Let's try that one. Okay, save settings. And then we're going to say View Facebook tab. And just in a minute here, it should pull up the appointment page, and there it is. So sign up now. You see my reference code and some pretty cool features on WooBox. So I hope you guys enjoyed this training, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a great day. Hello, Avon representatives, and welcome to your 5th and final training session on how to post the Avon brochure online. This is a section I kind of added at the last minute, just a real quick overview of how to put the Avon brochure on Pinterest. And we want to start by going to our Avon eStore. Again, make sure you have this free shipping option as one of your widgets on your eStore. When you select Shop My Brochure, it's going to pull up the e-brochure, and it's going to have your rep ID number at the top. Now, I have already installed the Pinterest Pin It button on my toolbar and Chrome, so I can just hit that. And that pulls up all of the images on the page that I'm able to pin. So I can go ahead and say pin it. And I'm going to pin it to my Buy Avon Online Pinterest board. But first I want to give it a little better title. So I'm going to click right in the box there. And I always like to include my link right inside the description so they can get there by clicking on the picture or clicking within the description. I like to include 3 to 5 hashtags. I usually do some that are very specific relating to Avon and some that are pretty generic so that I can get a wide range of an audience with those hashtags. Real quick on hashtags, you can use them on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. Those are my favorite places where I use them. And I always try to include about 3 to 5 hashtags on every post. So I'm going to pin it there. And I usually follow fellow Avon reps just to show support and network. And then these are my boards. So if you go click on pins, you can see my Avon brochure right there. And I put it on the Buy Avon Online board. And then you can always go ahead and repin it too. So let's say there's a different board where I think it would fit well. So let's put it on the Avon Campaign 13 board. And there we go. You can always repin your pins. So why would you want to do that? Because someone can come onto Google, and you may think I'm crazy for having over 450 boards on Pinterest, mostly relating to Avon, but I'll show you why in just a second here. So let's just do an Avon free shipping search on Google. You will see that there are 1.6 million results, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links down is my Pinterest board. So that's why you want so many Pinterest boards. You don't want a bunch of personal boards and one that says Avon where you put everything. You really want to break it down by categories and by keywords so that when people are searching search engines that your Pinterest boards will come up. I love Pinterest. It's dominated by female users, which is our target audience. So definitely a great place to share pictures of our products, pictures about the opportunity, the brochure, anything Avon related. Another note here, you'll see ads at the top, if it says ad or sponsored, that means that companies have paid to be at the top there. This Retail Me Not one is the first organic link, as they would call it. So these are paid links and these are organic. So hopefully you learned something new today. If you go to Google and just search for how to install the Pin It button on Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, I'm sure you'll come, right here is the option for Google Chrome. So just do a search for it and you'll be able to easily download a Pin It button. But always make sure that when you do that, that you're pinning from a URL that has your rep ID number in it so that it takes them directly to your website. So that concludes our training on how to post the Avon brochure online. I hope I gave you a lot of ideas of how you can market your Avon business through the e-brochure. Be sure to look me up, Emily Seagren, Makeup Marketing Online. Hopefully I'll be easy to find because that's what the whole point of marketing online is about, right? Our next training session is June 8th, and that is how to sell more using Facebook. How to sell more Avon online using Facebook. So that's going to be all within Facebook and the differences between groups and pages and why you might want to have all of the above. So thank you very much. I wish you guys all much success in your businesses, and I will talk to you soon.